Thanks again for joining, everybody. This is Danny Zavala, your host on Tread Lightly Talks, powered by Sustainable Wenatchee here in our beautiful valley. Today, we got two wonderful students at WVC. They're also members of the WVC Tree and Sustainability Committee, and they're just making our community a greener and better place. Today, we have Jocelyn and Faith. Super excited for you to be here. And I'm going to start the episode off with one quote that I read and maybe think of you two. It was a quote by Michael with the Global Action Plan, and he stated, "Our world and well-being depends on a shift in our priorities." And that's exactly what you two are doing here. So I am stoked that you're on the show. Let's start off with Faith. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started within this committee and making our place just kind of a greener community.
Yeah, for sure. I got started when I took an AP Environmental Science class at Westside, and I was just kind of drawn to learning more about how we can sustain our world and really what the impact we're making is. And so in general, that's just what got me intrigued. And then this year I started running START at Wenatchee Valley College. So I looked into what kind of clubs they had and found the Tree Committee and Sustainability Committee. So that's how I got here.
It sounds like you ran into the right person. Dr. Kazi kind of knows her way around sustainability, and it sounds like you're doing some great things. And I just kind of want to brush up on the WVC Tree Campus certification. So that's actually a really big deal, and that's endorsed by the Arbor Day Foundation, which helps colleges and universities establish and sustain healthy community forests. So it sounds like you and Jocelyn are both making our campus just a better spot. So thanks for that. And Jocelyn, tell us a little bit about you, your past, and how you got started within this committee.
Hey, so I'm Jocelyn. I was born and raised in Salem, Oregon, and I'm 27, so I'm a little bit older to be a first-time college student. But I was just kind of raised around a more climate conscious society. There's like a bottle money exchange thing that they have in Oregon, and I don't know, it was just a more sustainable place where I was raised. And then I moved here and it was like, it's not the same. So I kind of had to get involved to do something to change it.
That's awesome. And you grew up in Salem, Oregon, correct? Yeah, it's super green down there. So thanks for kind of spreading the love or bringing the love from Salem and, giving back to our communities here locally to make our place greener. It's definitely something that we can improve on, and hopefully, people like you and Faith, you can point us in the right direction. So as far as the sustainability committee and, attending WVC and giving back, what has been like the most rewarding moment or realization within this journey that you've been on? And we can start with Faith first.
I think when I joined the Tree Committee and Sustainability Committee, there was a lot of talk about that it's not something we can't control, that there actually is stuff that's making a difference. And we've seen that with the article that got published on Sustainable Wenatchee blog and just kind of the reaction from people. And you can see that people are actually listening and that it's not just working by yourself kind of thing. And so that's what keeps me going most of the time.
And we're lucky to live in such a great valley. I feel like this community is special because there's multiple shoulders to lean on, and everybody wants to do good. They just sometimes don't know how. So it's with your efforts and, getting the story out, getting your hands dirty, so to say, and kind of educating the community on what is accomplishable is truly a blessing. So thanks for that. And Jocelyn, what about you? What is the most rewarding moment or realization within this specific journey?
Within this specific journey?
Or all together within sustainability? Within
sustainability. I feel pretty good about the fact that I'm a part of the sustainability committee at WVC. It's really cool that we are a Tree Campus USA and we're educating people as well as promoting sustainability. And I don't know, it's rewarding in itself, just being a part of it.
Yeah, no, it truly is. And, thankfully with some other organizations here in the Valley, we're totally leaning in the right direction. Um, so my next question for you, Faith, is what motivates you day after day to continue to serve our community towards a greener future?
It's mostly just seeing like other people doing it, I guess. It's like
Yeah,
when every time we recycle and then you go out and you see everybody's recycling bins out, it's like, hey, it's not just me, I can do this. And everybody's doing it, which makes it feel more like it's gonna help in a bigger way. And so
yeah,
on a day-to-day basis, it's mostly just feeding off of other people, honestly.
yeah. That's a super good point, and really, like success and serving is contagious. When you see somebody doing good, whether that's recycling, whether that's riding their bikes, or whether that's planting trees, um, you know it, it like the quote stated, it's shifting our priorities. That you need to do it, but now that you're seeing more people get involved, the community starts to bind together, and it really kind of just shifts the paradigm, right? It really kind of puts the ball in the community's hands, and once there's momentum, then there's growth. So I think that's cool. I'm really happy that you touched base on that. Jocelyn, how about you? What motivates you day after day?
Uh, Honestly, climate change. I was raised aware of it, and most of my life I've spent educating people about it and trying to change what we can. Some of the damage is irreversible at this point, but if everybody groups together and really tries, I think that we can make a difference.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like I said, it's one step in front of the other, and as soon as we get some momentum, that's when you see true growth. So my last question is, if someone's looking to get involved within some area of sustainability, and I'm just going to point this direction more towards like youth, teens, young adults, individuals that are trying to make that difference, but just don't necessarily know how. Given that you're both in the college, you're in the community, where would you lead? Where would you point them towards?
I mean, there's so many opportunities, especially in the Wenatchee Valley. A lot of times, if you're a student, there's clubs, whether that be a college or a high school. I mean, most of the time there's clubs. And if not, I mean, there's things you can do as an individual, including community outreach, join like Sustainable Wenatchee, and there's a lot of other places too. But in general, and I mean, some people don't like to be in clubs and stuff, and I get that. And you can always just do something personally, like recycle, have a reusable water bottle, just these little things that help lead us to a more sustainable future.
Awesome. Thanks. Jocelyn?
I would start by getting educated. There's tons of sources out there. That new documentary on Netflix, David Attenborough, Life on Our Planet,
Uh-huh.
is a really good place to start. And he kind of puts it in simple words of, this is what's going on. This is what we kind of have to do to change it. And then, yeah, join a club. You can always check out the Sustainability Committee's little site on WVC. And yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched that Netflix show, but I'm definitely going to have to check it out.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Well, gosh, this is awesome. Talking to you two individuals that are making these strides within the community, just to make our place just a greener place. I think during the pre-interview on one of your scripts, you mentioned just the importance of trees and what they do to the environment, just like as far as reducing what was it? Store carbon dioxide, release oxygen, and regulate temperature, which is such a complex thing. And to think that once the damage is done, it takes a long time to reverse that, even if it's reversible. So I applaud you for promoting, growth within trees, within, across our nation, and for being part of such a great committee. Faith and Jocelyn, thank you so much for joining. Is there anything else you want to add?
The only thing I would like to add is that we do have a blog that was posted in the Sustainable Wenatchee. And I think if you go check that out, it has a lot of good resources on how to get involved and the importance of trees to not only the Wenatchee Valley campus, but to our community and to us as individuals.
Thank you.
All right. Faith, Jocelyn, thank you so much for joining Tread Lightly Talks. Hopefully we can get you back on here sometime soon. And if you want to know more about the WVC committee, I'm going to put some information down below. I'm going to link that to Dr. Kazi as a point of contact. That way you can learn more about it.
Awesome.
Thank you for
so
having us.
much.
All right. Thanks, everyone.